That's good.
We have number one.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
All right, let's go. I'm excited. All right, you guys know the drill, right? Let's be excited. Let's have fun tonight. No talking in code, right? Remember, you're talking to the new person tonight, so talk to them the way you want to be talked to as a brand new person. Also, let's drill hit on this the other day in the chat. Let's stay positive, man. Right? We want to empower our people, right? Encourage our people, teach them, and let's just have fun. Stay on time, Jarrell. Make sure you know who you're passing, Jackie. Make sure you know who you're passing. Um, the mic to when you're done speaking. So have something ready to say. I think that's it. We're
I'm
good.
sorry for being rude also, Jerome. I was totally joking, but it did sound very rude. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm very nice to him usually.
It's too late. All right, you guys ready?
Pin too. Make it easier.
I can you say help pin.
Okay. Yep, help pin or
Um,
spotlight.
let's spotlight our speakers then. So spotlight panel. So I got Jackie. Got
Awesome, ladies. This is gonna be so much fun.
I got some. We got some gems on here tonight. This should be good.
We really do. We got some really great ladies on here tonight.
All right, I'm letting these people in. Let's go. You guys are good.
Awesome. And we got Sarah too.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Beautiful. Let's get it. All right, ladies. Well, happy Friday Night Live, you guys. I'm excited to be hosting an incredible panel with these incredible women leaders in this business, you guys. And hey, before I kick it off with them too, guys, drop in the chat where you're tuning in from. As you can probably tell, all of these ladies are in different parts of the country, which I love. So please drop in the chat too where you guys are tuning in from. I definitely would love to know where we're reaching the masses as well. But guys, tonight's panel is just really about the growth and the expansion of what it looks like to be a woman in Primerica and how you're able to grow within that as well. So I'm going to keep it light, you guys. I kind of want to start off this way too, but I'm just going to be kind of sharing with these ladies tonight, like what made you say yes to this business? How did you feel when you first got started? That's kind of where I'm going to be diving in with you guys tonight too. But I am going to start off with the lovely Sarah as well too. Sarah, I guess, girl, kind of just share your heart with us too. What made you say yes to this business? Why'd you say yes to this opportunity?
Well, it kind of said yes to me, if that makes sense. Like, you always hear things fall into your lap when they're meant to fall into your lap. I was looking for something, remote. I was looking for something that was flexible. I was looking for something extra. Being a school teacher, you need something extra. And, Leah actually had a post and I was like, why not? What can I lose, right? I don't have nothing to lose. Let's just do it. And here I am,
Girl. Oh my goodness.
living it up.
So teaching is your background as well?
Yes.
That's amazing. I love that. Hey, that for all of you teachers out here, Sarah's living proof, right? She's on this panel crushing it, guys. So it just really kind of provides hey, a teacher can say yes to this industry. So I love that, Sarah. Thanks for sharing that too. I guess I'm gonna deliver and pop another gem into here too. Kristen, girl, how did you feel when you first got started here?
I was really excited actually. I think when I heard about it, I was kind of like, is this a real thing? Like, does this really exist? And then I remember I think I got on the call with, was it you or Jarrell? One of you, or maybe both of you simultaneously. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're real people. They're really nice. They're real supportive. Like, I totally can do this. So I think what hooked me in was getting on the call with you guys and hearing about it and just how supportive you guys were.
Love that. I love that. The support, the legitimacy, right? Like you're like, okay, this is a real thing, and I feel like that's where a lot of us kind of tie into play with this too. But hey, this kind of leads me into my next, Miss Leah. I'm excited to have you on here today too, girl.
Thank you.
What were you looking for when you found this opportunity? I guess kind of just share with the people a little bit. What were you looking for?
Well, I love the question because it's kind of the intro to my story, which we won't go into. But I was looking for the remote opportunity, the flexibility, the freedom, the things like that, because I was at that crossroad in my life as a military spouse, plus having a new diagnosis on the table for me medically. I resigned from my position at the law firm, and we were told we were going to be moving across the country. And we've always lived east of the Mississippi River, so we were going west. And as a military wife, always having to rebuild. So I was looking like I need something remote that I don't have to start over.
Ooh.
And then this fell in my lap, and I'm like, oh man, I've got over 10 and a half years in finance. I've worked in banking, I've worked in lending, I've worked in accounting. This is for me. So I was looking for the remote opportunity, and this just also is something I was familiar with. So I thought, no, you learn more here than you ever will in banking. So yeah, just the flexibility, the remote opportunity that it didn't matter where the Army was going to move us to next. I could actually build a business. So that's what I was looking for, and that's what they delivered, and then some.
I love that. That's so relatable too, you guys, because as she said, she's had a lot of moving parts in her life too, within her, her family, her personal life, career. Like think about that. That's what something like this can create, that flexibility too. I love that. Well, and Miss Sharita, I am so excited to have you on here, girl. I'm like, I guess my biggest question for you too is like, what has surprised you the most since joining this opportunity? What's just been kind of kicker for you?
That's a great question, Coach. Happy Fantabulous Friday, everybody. Welcome to Friday Night Live. Are y'all fired up? I'm fired up, so I don't know. Excuse me, unexcuse me, but I am fired up. But besides seeing how many people don't have life insurance, but that surprised me. But definitely these mad bonuses, Coach. Like,
Yeah.
this company does not stop. Like, they are always putting stuff together for us to win. And I'm just like, they never cease to amaze me. I mean, like, it's always been the newest new person to get the bonus, right? But what have y'all seen those bonuses? They are like giving them to everybody. So I'm just excited about these bonuses because they are like mad sick bonuses. So they keep surprising me with them, and I'm loving it. They
I
just
love
keep
that.
coming and they keep coming. So
Hey girl,
yes.
like what? Like I know you've been in here for a couple years too, and just think about it this way, like they keep surprising you. That's what I love about it too.
Yes.
And yeah, and Sharita, she's crushing it. She has experience in this industry too, you guys. And look, she can be just as surprised as someone brand new coming in too. So
Yes.
guys, I want you to drop in the chat too. How many of you guys are a mother? How many of you guys are a wife, a fiance, a girlfriend, a sister, grandmother? Drop it in the chat, you guys, because this next topic for you guys is for you as well. Because I really want to show you guys the everyday side of women winning here too. I know, we have so many amazing mothers, grandmothers, sisters. Yeah, look at you guys. So I guess, for the moms, women who are juggling a lot, this industry can look different for everyone. And I really want to talk about that as well. So I guess this is kind of my next question for you as well too, Sarah. Like, how has this business helped you as a mom? Like, what kind of growth have you had within that?
Well, that's a good question and a tricky question, actually. With this, I had a very hard start, very rough start, actually, but I've never quit, never stopped. I did, all the practice test. I had the hardest time with my test with that, and I never quit. My kids see me studying every night, trying to get the licensing passed. And, eventually I passed it, thankfully. But then they see me, studying for other things, or they see me working. And it's always Sarah on the go, mom on the go, So like my kids are actually seeing me strive for something.
Good.
And they see the heart behind everything. So if I'm teaching my kids anything about running a business, it's that. Put heart behind what you do and never give up and just strive for greatness.
Love that.
All you have to do.
Drop that in the chat, you guys. Put heart behind what you do. That is a gem right there, you guys. Put heart behind everything you do. That really stuck out to me, girl. Thanks for that gem, you guys, because that's what you need to do here as well. So great one, sis. That's a great one to write down, you guys. Well, I guess, Kristen, you got a lot of moving parts over there, girl. You've got sports, you got a hubby, you got children, you work full time. I guess, how are you balancing family and building here as well?
So my kids see all of it. They see in the beginning. I signed up on Christmas Eve. What I was thinking, I don't know, but I signed up on Christmas Eve. And I went to builder school, that was last spring. And I said, you guys are going to go with me. I want you to see why I'm doing what I'm doing. I think just being very transparent. But what the biggest thing I've noticed with myself with doing this is I do have a lot of moving parts. I had a daughter who was in football or wrestling. I have a son who's in football, basketball, you name it, he's playing it. Then I have their social lives, church, me working full time. And then on top of that, I'm trying to now study for my securities. And so I've had to really listen in to Jarrell with set a schedule. So I have a routine I follow with social media. I have a routine I follow with follow-up calls, contacting my people. And now I have to change it a little bit because of studying. But my non-negotiables are I am going to take time on Wednesday for my Bible study because it does really fulfill me to be there. But it's also a great way to connect with my people that are going to be supportive of me. And then I focus on when I can get my SIEs time in. And I just follow that. And if my kids know I'm studying, they're very, for the most part, accommodating. They know not to barge in on me, but there are other moments where they'll come in and, peek their head and see what I'm doing, or they'll just come lay beside me. And like you just saw my son, who's here? What's going on? So that's just keeping them updated on what I'm doing and what I'm studying, because they're going to be hopefully taking over this business when I'm not here anymore. So
yeah. I love that. Thanks for sharing that too, Kristen. And guys, I'm going to pivot a little bit as well too, because we just have a couple minutes left as well. But I really want to share the community aspect. And what greater way for Leah and Sharita to share their takeaways on this too, because they are two leading examples of lifting people up. And what a perfect way to round us out. Because guys, this industry and this business is really about community. And I guess I just want to share what that's meant for you guys as well too. And so, Leah, I'm start with you as well. Like, how does it feel to be surrounded by strong, goal-driven women every single day here?
Jackie, it's been a game changer for me because I feel sure I've been surrounded by strong women all my life, not just my grandma, but of course, strong in a lot of people's lives is survival. And so to come here, it's to see a Primerica strong. It's a different ballgame. I mean, military strong is one thing. I'm telling you, those women are amazing, amazing, strong women. But then to come to Primerica and see Primerica strong, where there truly is a goal driven besides just keeping the kids alive. Because really, as a mom, that's like half the battle, right? That's the strong that we're used to. We're used to being strong for survival mode. But to come here and really see and believe that there's more than just survival, to actually see to build a vision and make the goals and actually go for it, that's where I've grown so much in my strength because of the strength of the women around me here.
Ooh, that's so powerful, you guys. Hey, it's lifting up, it's manifesting. That's the type of energy you want to be around. Sharita, finish us out, girl, as well too. Like this business is really about community, and you are so gifted in this. You're so gifted in being a team player, lifting people up, encouraging people, even when maybe you're not feeling encouraged yourself, right? You always pour belief into people. And I guess, how do you try to pour that same energy into others, you feel like?
Oh, that's a great question. I mean, first you got to find out what their dreams are, right? Make them see the vision and dream again. So once they start dreaming, and you just let them know that they can do it. I mean, like you can do it. You can do whatever you put your mind to, right? Nobody can stop you. No human being anyways, right? So nobody can stop you. You can do whatever you put your mind to. You just have to have belief. Definitely got to be coachable, right? Like I haven't always been the most coachable, but I'm getting there. I'm working on it, y'all. I'm not chokeable anymore, so Jarrell's not trying to choke me. So I'm growing, but yeah. So be coachable first, right? Especially to the people who have done it before you, right? And so be coachable, believe in yourself, have determination and some ethics. And you know what I'm saying? Just follow your dreams and don't quit. So I just love pouring into people and uplifting people. And when I see them uplifted, it uplifts me, you know? So I just pour into them, say, hey, believe in yourself. What do you want to do? And go after it because
And
that's what I'm doing right now.
I
Believing in
love that.
myself, going after my dreams.
I love that. Beautiful answers, ladies. Thank you for being transparent and powerful tonight. Guys, drop some fire in the chat for these incredible women. You're showing every woman here that we can build something amazing. And guys, we can grow and we can win together. That's the beautiful part about this. So I'm going to hand it on over to our incredible and the amazing Sierra Brent, guys, who's going to be delivering some incredible announcements within the business. So take it away, my friend.
Thank you, Jackie. All right. That panel was incredible, guys. Happy Friday night. One of our favorite nights of the week. We get to spend it with you guys. So I'm bringing you guys the announcements this evening. Leave no doubt October. All right. That is our motto for this month. Thank you guys so much for being on time. If you are just tuning in with us, please make sure that you set your alarms next week for 15 minutes before the meeting starts at 7 Eastern time because you want to catch the panel. The panels are always my favorite parts of our trainings each week. It's so good. We always have great leaders on, just getting to hear, you know, their thoughts on the business, their experiences, and it's just such good information. Please, if you can, have your cameras on. We want to see your beautiful smiling faces. If you can, we know that, you know, when you have your camera off, you're not as engaged. So please turn those cameras on, take notes, and learn something this evening. All right, I got the Gulf Coast Getaway that you guys are still earning right now. All right, so we have 100 sprint slots to continue. All right, so the qualification period started in September. And going till November. You guys will want to be here. If you don't know what this is, if you are brand new, this is a trip that you guys get to earn on Primerica's dime. You guys, this is an all-inclusive resort trip. So you want to be there. All right, you guys, we've got a really great lineup of bonuses this month. As you know, we just started a new month. And so we got some really great things in the works for our company. So we've got our bombshell for RVPs and above. All right, all of this is located in your back office. If you don't know where that is, get with your trainer, your regional vice president, and they'll help walk you through all of this. But I'm going to go through some of this tonight. So as you guys can see, you're able to earn additional bonuses on top of the bonuses that we have set up for our new field trainers, field training agents. We also have this for future RVPs. All right, so you guys can see the breakdown of this. You can grow by 20% more, right? That's awesome. These are some really great bonuses. All right, guys, we also have our regular field training bonus where you get $50 just for logging into your back office, downloading the app within the first 24 hours of submitting your IBA in October. So this is a really great bonus just for getting started. You guys, $50. We also have our client solution bonus opportunities this month. When I'm telling you guys, they are throwing money at us this month. It's crazy. All right, so we've got a home and auto referral. All right, so these are ancillary products. As you guys can see, this is for all reps. You get a $75 referral bonus for the first 3 closed apps and a $75 bonus for every closed referral beyond 3. So for example, you get 3, you get $75. You get 4, you get $150. And you guys can see on and on that they just keep compiling. We have PLPP, which is Primerica Legal Protection Program, and Identity Theft Defense Program. This is for future RVPs. You're going to get a $75 bonus. This is going to be combined to earn the bonuses. We also have RVPs and above. They've also got $500 bonuses. Guys, that's crazy. They are really have all the money on the table for you guys to earn this month. And then we also have our Vivint bonuses, which is $300 for referral comp plus the extra bonus. This is crazy. So get into your back office, get with your field trainer, and figure out how you can earn these bonuses this month, guys. All right, so we just had our Midwest Builder School not too long ago, I believe a week or so ago, right? And now they have announced our East Coast Builder School, guys. You can go ahead and grab your tickets. They have the early bird tickets right now. I believe they're only 25 bucks. Go ahead and take off work. Schedule it into your calendar now and expect to be there. So this is going to be in Tampa, Florida, January 16th and 17th of 2026. You guys, we're going to have some really great speakers. $6 million earners are going to be there. You want to be in that room. You guys can scan this QR code, or I believe at the very bottom, there is a website that you can go to. Go ahead and lock in your tickets now. Like I said, they're only 25 bucks. We usually always make, arrangements for travel for, to make it easier on you guys. So you want to be in this room. All right, guys, this is a very, very special announcement. You are invited November 7th from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. Friday Night Live, we are going to have a special edition regional vice president panel. You guys, this is crazy. We're going to have so many regional vice presidents on, senior national sales directors. You want to be here. So make sure that you are here for this Friday Night Live. A lot of great leaders that are going to be in the room. All right, become a transform leader in October. So it says, sorry, I gotta move some stuff on my screen. Greater sense of urgency, bigger vision, sharper focus, bolder action, you guys. We want to set yourself up for 2026. This is the time to do it, okay? We talk about compounding actions, right? Those small actions compound over time. Doing the work now is going to set you up for great success in 2026. So let's get moving, you guys. Games are won and lost in the fourth quarter. Expectations for next year are set in the fourth quarter. I just talked about that, you guys. So let's get like I said, your pens and papers ready because I'm about to announce our first speaker of the evening. But before I do that, we have some company goals. All right, you want to be a part of this, be a part of history. We are aiming as a company for $1 trillion protection in force for middle income families. You guys, this is huge. This is huge. So get to work. Let's do it. Let's knock out Q4 and set us up for 2026. I'm so excited to announce our speakers for tonight. We have Regional Vice President Jerome and Melody Cooper, $100,000 earners, RVPs, Darrell and Jackie, and $200,000 earners, RVPs, Dan and Taylor Romine. It is my pleasure and honor to bring up one of my mentors, my regional vice president, the guy who brought me and my husband into this business, Jerome Cooper.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Hopefully you guys are doing well, enjoying your Friday so far. Thank you so much, Sierra. You can say favorite cousin. It's okay. I know you wanted to say it, Sierra. I know you wanted to. But hey, shout out to the panel. Great job, ladies. Man, that panel was so inspiring. And I'm so proud of you, ladies. I know a lot of your stories, man. And so to see you on the panel and deliver and be able to help and empower and educate and help your help our teammates, man, is a big deal. So shout out to the panel and shout out to Sierra. Man, we got a great lineup of speakers for you guys this evening. Man, I'm excited to give you a talk that I think will help you out a ton going into this final quarter of 2025. Can you guys believe it? It's the final quarter of the year, 3 months left to close this year out strong. And give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen sharing. Thumbs up. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. So today I want to talk about taking responsibility for your career here in Primerica. Listen, us growing our businesses and advancing in our careers, that is on nobody other than ourselves, right? So we got to take responsibility and we got to go and make it happen, which is my first thought, man. You just got to take charge, right? You got to take charge. Like, hey, you're a freaking boss. Write that in the chat. Type that in the chat. I'm a boss. I'm a boss, Mike DeLisi. You a boss, man. You gotta take charge of your destiny and your future here with the company. And as you guys can see, especially with those announcements, especially with some of the things that your regional vice president and uplines have going, man, we're providing you with all of the tools to be able to take charge. So you got to be excited about that. So seven points I want to cover with you guys on taking charge and taking responsibility of your careers here in Primerica. Number one is you got to let your upline know what your goal is. Listen, your upline, they have blazed the path, they blazed the trail, they've done. The Cass has obtained regional vice president. Who better than to show you how to get to regional vice president than a regional vice president, right? So any goal that you have, if it's the next license, right? If it's the next contract, the next bonus, whatever, your upline can help you with that. Okay, so you got to communicate that goal with us. We want to know. We want to help you. It is our job to help. Look, you don't work for me. I work for you. You don't work for me. If you have a regional vice president or an upline in this business, you don't work for them. They work for you. So share your goals with them so they can go and help you accomplish them. So that's number one. You want to share your goals, right? And you got to have a goal, right? If you don't have a target, you'll hit it every time. So what's your goals? If you don't have any, I would encourage you to put some goals together for the final quarter of this year, right? And then share those goals with your regional vice president, and let's put together a realistic game plan, and let's go and knock it out. So that's number one. Let your upline know what your goals are. Number two, you got to be a problem solver. You got to be a problem solver. When it comes to taking responsibility in your career, you have to solve the problems. Here's the deal. Nobody is exempt from having problems and issues, right? Now, I'm not going to have you do this, but I guarantee you, if I say, hey, type in the chat right now a current issue that you're dealing with, this chat will blow up because I know some of you guys got some stuff going on, right? We all got some stuff going on. But here's what I've learned, Jenna, that separates people that win and people that are close to winning. The people that win figure out how to solve the problem. Whatever the problem is, right? It could be family problem, it could be money problem, it could be car issues, it could be a work problem. Whatever it is, you figure out how to navigate the problem. So you got to become a problem solver, right? You got to become the best problem solver because they're going to constantly pop up, right? Like I've been doing this quite some time now. We got some good stuff going on. And listen, we have things that pop up. Just life. If you're a human being living in this world, living this life, things happen. We all can attest to that. Our job is to navigate the issue, right? Our job is to solve the problem. So when you're trying to get your career up and moving here, right? There are going to be some problems that pop up that you have to solve. You got to solve them quick. Okay? So that's number two. You got to be a problem solver. Number three is you got to find a mentor. I don't care who the mentor is, by the way, right? Like, we get so bent out of shape, like, hey, especially as leaders sometimes, like, I want the mentor to be me, and that's cool. I do want the mentor to be me, and I do want to mentor my people. But I'm very aware that my people will probably find some other mentors in business that helps them better than I can, right? And I'm okay with that. I've matured in my business, Jarrell. I've matured in my thinking there. I know everybody. Jerome's coaching doesn't work for everybody, right? I'm okay with that. But listen, you got to find a mentor. You got to find somebody that can help you navigate the business. Somebody that is winning, or they have one, and that know what you're trying to accomplish and where you're going, and have them help you with the business. Here's another thing. While I'm going through this, I got this thought on my mind. This is your regional vice presidents, your 100, 200, 300, you got a $400,000 earner on this call. We're not exempt from this either. We're not exempt. I guarantee you, if you ask Jarrell, does he have some mentors right now as the highest, him and Dan are the highest paid people on the call. No, Nate tonight. They'll tell you yes. So, and I guarantee you, Nate has a mentor. So if the highest earning people on the call have a mentor, you should probably have a mentor too. Right? You should probably have a mentor too. Mentors are going to be able to help you with your thinking, right? I think that's the number one thing that a mentor can help you with, is how to think properly about building a business. Let's be honest. Most of us, we come from just regular 9-to-5 backgrounds. And a lot of that, was nothing special. Like when I came here, Jarrell, I was doing housekeeping and maintenance at a hotel. I had no clue as to how to run a business, deal with people, all that stuff. So I needed a mentor to help me with my thinking mostly, right? The work ethic, listen, I'm pretty positive all of you got great work ethics. The work ethic is not of question. But what is of question, it was of question in my life was my thinking. Work ethic was there. Like I had no issue working. That was not a problem. Just how I was thinking that was holding me up. And guess who helped me with that thinking? Having mentors in my life. So number 3, you got to find you a good mentor. Find you a mentor. Number 4, you got to be passionate about what your work is. Right? You got to be passionate about what we do. I really feel like it shouldn't be hard to become passionate about what we do. Especially the more you get out there and the more you experience the problems that are going on in our country with money and finance, man, it shouldn't be tough to get by. It shouldn't be tough to get behind that. Right? Listen, people, they're like the average person doesn't have 60% of people don't have enough money, don't have more than $50,000 saved for retirement going into retirement. Right? You have thousands of households underprotected or with no coverage. People are passing away. GoFundMe's are going up left and right. Right? So people are in debt over their heads. So you should be able to, I feel like that's something that you should be able to get behind. I was talking to the team the other day about my recruiting process. And I sent out a video that shares what we do. And it talks, it says nothing about money, how we get paid in that video. It just talks about how we help people, Sharita. And my thought there is, if you cannot get behind what we do, we probably should not work together. Right? If you cannot get behind, if you can't, get in line with the crusade, it probably won't be a good fit. Right? So you got to be passionate about the work that you're doing, man. You're helping people out tremendously. And I talked about this before. A lot of it's theory right now. You're like, oh, I'm helping people get out of debt. I see, I'm helping people get life insurance, especially for our newer teammates. You haven't paid out a claim yet. You haven't helped a person become debt free yet. Probably you haven't seen a person take their money that they've accumulated and go into retirement and start that business yet. But I promise you, if you keep doing what we're asking you to do, you will see all of these things come to fruition. Right? I've paid out several claims now, man. And every time I pay out a new one, I get more engaged in what we're doing. Okay, so you got to be passionate. Number 5 is you always got to be learning, man. Or you always have to be learning. I heard one of my leaders say, "Hey, once you think you know it all, you know nothing. Once you think you know it all, you know nothing." And what he was saying was like, "Hey, there is always room for growth. You're constantly gonna be learning." And Jeff Miller's on here. Jeff has been on business, I think, as long as I've been in business, right? So Jeff and I are like the old heads on here. I'm younger than Jeff though. I love you, Jeff. But 16 years in the business, and I'm still learning. Right? I'm still learning new things about our products and services. I'm still learning new things about how to work with people. I'm still learning new things about myself. I'm still learning. And guess what? I'm happy about that. I'm not like, I don't feel bad about like, man, I've been here this long and I'm just not learning that. No, I'm like, man, that's awesome that I learned that. I unlocked something new. Here's a cool thing about our business here, Phil. The more you learn, the more your income increases. See, at a job, a lot of times, unfortunately, you can continue to learn, continue to get better, but there's a cap on that position, right? It's only going to pay you so much. Doesn't matter how much you know, but it's going to cap at some point. But here, the more you learn, the better you get. Your income grows with you, right? So you gotta always be learning. What's the next thing for you to learn? What's the next thing for you to learn? For some of you is, hey, how to close a personal life insurance. That might be it for you, right? For some of you it might be how to deal with a new teammate. With some of you, it might be like, hey, how to enroll a person into an investment plan. Whatever it is, you gotta learn it, right? You gotta go and learn it. And as you learn it, I guarantee you, man, that the income, the influence, the new teammates, these things that you want to have in the business, they all will follow. They all will follow. Number 6, you gotta make your upline look good. They gotta make us look good, Dan. Right? They gotta make us look good. And I thought about this, like this is a weird one, but here's the deal. For you guys that have parents or we have kids, your kids are a representation of you. Right? Your kids are a representation of you. So my dad used to always talk about like how you don't make me look bad out in public, right? And I didn't always do good at that, Jackie. I dropped the ball on that quite a few times, right? But because I was a representation of him when I was out in public, man, like you gotta want to make your upline look good. Here's another reason why. Because one day you will have a downline. Some of you do. Some of you are brand new, don't have one yet, but you will. If you keep working and building the business, you will have a downline. You will have people, and you're gonna want to have them make you look good while they're out doing the business and dealing with people, right? I heard a saying, and man, this blew me out of the water. It said most people don't get to experience Primerica because they experience you first. Sheesh, man. Right? Most people don't get to experience the goodness of our company because they experience us first, right? So we got to be a great representation of our upline of the company, right? When we're out there conducting business. And number 7, man, you got to work hard and smart. You got to work hard and smart. I always had a great work ethic. Working hard was never an issue. Played college ball, always did, laborers jobs. So that was never an issue. But one of the things that I learned here was like I can work hard, but I need to be efficient also. I need to work smart. I need to work with the right people. I need to work in the the right markets. Right. I need to be marketing the correct way. It was a lot of smart work I had to learn how to do. So a lot of you are working. So some of you are the opposite. Some of us are the opposite, right? Where we are smart workers, we just don't work hard. Right? Like we don't have enough, we're not putting enough in the pipeline for it to catch up with the smart working. Right? So you got to do both of them here. You got to work hard and you got to work smart. It's like the like a boat, 2 oars in the water. Right? If you're on a boat and you're rowing and you only got 1 oar in the water, if you're rowing one side, you're gonna go in circles. Right? If you take that oar out the water and you row the other side, you're still gonna go in circles. But if you have both oars in the water, you're gonna move forward, right? And that's kind of what working hard and smart looks like. It allows you to move a lot quicker than just working hard, or a lot quicker than just working smart and not hard. So closing out my talk here. There are 3 kinds of people: those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who wonder what happened. Definitely don't be that third person. People who make things happen will always be in demand. You'll always be in demand, man. People will, if you got, we have about 4 every month, guys. I probably do maybe 8 to 10 transactions that I don't have to go and find. Why is that? Because I was a person that went out and made stuff happen, and then I became in demand, right? And that's what you do when you build your business. You go out and make stuff happen. People come to you. They want to know, hey, what are you doing? How can you help me? How can you service me? Right? You become the topic of discussion, man. Appreciate you guys giving me some time this evening. Next speaker, $200,000 per year earner. He is not a better basketball player than me, and he is here in Michigan. That's awesome. So my guy, Dan Romine, man, it's on you.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Excited to talk with you. I apologize for the not great lighting. When we did the sound check, the lighting outside was brighter than it is currently. So I apologize. I did not bring my ring light with me. So you're going to have to see me in the shadows, lurking in the shadows tonight. But hey, everybody type 61% in the Zoom chat. Nate's not on. We haven't done this in a little while. Everybody type 61% in the Zoom chat. We have 61% of our cameras on as of about 3 minutes ago. So might be a little bit more now or a little bit less now. But guys, turn your cameras on right now. Obviously, we understand sometimes you're in situations that you can't or you shouldn't. But we want to see your beautiful smiling faces, because that's how we can tell that you're paying attention, right? We want to see you. We want to see that you're paying attention. We want to see that things are landing for you. Yeah, please don't turn on in the bathroom. We were talking about horror stories earlier today of people on calls. Oops, wrong thing, my bad. We were talking about horror stories today of people on calls, and I one time had somebody on Zoom with their video on in the bathtub, so don't be that guy. But outside of that, guys, turn your cameras on, please. But I'm going to share my whiteboard. We're going to go over the fast start tonight. Let me know when you can see it. You're going to see it, and it's going to go away. Give me a thumbs up when you can see my whiteboard. Perfect. All right. So a couple weeks ago, I did a little whiteboard presentation for you guys, and had some pretty good feedback on it. And so I decided we'll bring it back again tonight to go over the fast start. So we're going to talk about, Jarrell told me this is called the right way and the wrong way presentation, I guess. So we're gonna call it that, but we're gonna talk about a fast start. Okay. So on one side you have the wrong way. Everybody type or put the wrong way on your notes. Okay. You can just copy exactly what I'm putting on here. All right. So in your first 30 days, you do nothing except study. Whoops, I can't spell. There you go. Nothing but study. Okay, so you study, and then guess what, guys? You pass that test, and that's awesome, right? And we love that you pass that test, and we definitely want you to pass, right? But when you pass the test and you don't have a one-by-one, one recruit at $1,000 in premium, your test reimbursement, you do not get that, right? So you do not get that field training bonus payout. So you have to have that, because if you don't, if all you do is go and pass that test, right, you make a whopping $0 in your first 30 days. Did anybody put it in the Zoom chat if you came here to make no money in your first 30 days? Anybody at all? I'll wait. Let's see. Put me in the Zoom chat if you're like, Dan, I don't want to make any money. Right? No one put me in the Zoom chat, right? Why? Because you all came here because you want to get paid. Right? And so the wrong way to fast start is by slow starting, right? By not doing anything, right? Because here's the reality, because I want you making money right away. And I know your trainers, your regional vice presidents, we're all in agreement on this. We want you making money. Right? Listen, I don't care if you're making $300 a month or $30,000 a month. Obviously, we both want you to be making more, but I want you making something. Right? And if in the first 30 days, if all that you do is study and you don't set appointments and you don't field train, you will not make any money in your first 30 days. Are you following me? Yes or no? Put it in the Zoom chat. Yes or no? Okay, perfect. Awesome. Leah, thank you for paying attention. I appreciate you. Perfect. All right, nobody else is paying attention. It's just Leah. All right, next. Next we have then in the second set of 30 days. So day 31 through day 60, you go out and let's say somehow magically you do 5 by 5. So somehow, Sharita, you figure out how to do 5 recruits and $5,000 in sales, but you didn't do anything in month 1. So I don't know what happens, but you flip the switch, right? You get licensed, you figure it out. But guess what? You're at a 25% contract. I forgot to write this out, so bear with me. 5,000 in annual premium. Perfect. And you do all of this at a 25% contract. So the math on that is as a rep, you're going to make $1,250 in your second 30 days, right? Because now you're at a 25% contract and you went out and you made some sales. So you're going to make $1,250. Sounds good. Well, that's not actually how much you make. You're actually going to make less than that, right? Because the reality is you're going to have to take a field trainer on you because you don't know, or on with you because you don't know what you're doing, right? Why don't you know what you're doing? Because you didn't do any field training. So you legally have to take a licensed person with you to do the field training. And what you're going to have to do is do what's called a split sale. Okay, a split sale is when you get 50% of the commission and the other agent gets 50% of the commission as well. So now instead of making $1,250 you're making $625 in your second month. Okay, and guess what? Your team, monkey see, monkey do. So you went slow and you didn't do anything, and you're not being coachable in your first 30 days. So your team is also, guess what? Not moving fast, not setting appointments, just focusing on getting their license, which listen, getting their license is very, very good. But if that's all that we do, we miss the mark. We're missing the boat. I promise you. Right? So this is the second month. And I'm only going to play this out for 60 days. If I played this out for 90 days, some of you would throw up because of how much money you're leaving on the table. So this is the wrong way in the first 60 days. So let's look at the right way. Okay, so the right way. You say, let's say Jackie's my regional vice president, and Jackie says, Dan, I'm going to get you to division leader in your first 30 days. Okay, so a division leader, so in the first 30 days, a division leader is 5 recruits personal and $5,000 in annual premium. Okay, so you do 5 recruits and $5,000 in annual premium in your first 30 days. Guess how much money you make off of that? Somebody put it in the Zoom chat. Take a shot in the dark. Jarrell had the answer typed out before I even asked the question. He's cheating. It's $1,000, right? You're going to make a $1,000 field training bonus. Okay? But guess what? That's not all. Because you're also going to get the $150 kickback for passing your exam and logging into POL. So you're making $1,150. You're making $100 less than what you would make if you magically figured out how to write sales by yourself in the second month. And you have to do exactly nothing other than sit on a Zoom call and set up the appointments. And Jarrell's giving away my whole presentation in the chat. You just read the chat and he's going to tell you where I'm going. And you're getting a promotion to a 60% contract. Right? So now you're at a 60% contract. So now I go out and in days 31 through 60, let's say all I do again is 5 recruits and $5,000 in premium. But let me ask you a question. Do you think that your business will stay the same or grow in the second 30 days if you're excited, making money, paying attention to it? It's going to grow. Okay, so let's just pretend for a second that of your 5 recruits from month 1, 3 of those people stuck around. Okay? And what's the rule that we always talk about in Primerica? 3 who get how many? 3 who get 3. Okay, so you got 3 people left over, and those 3 people are bringing in 9 total people from themselves. And guess what? You, because you're coachable, also get 3 directs. Okay, so now you have 12 recruits. Okay, which in most base shops, that's a promotion to at least a regional leader. Now, there's usually licensing attached to that, so like securities licensing attached to that as well. But you at least have the production down to get your butt to regional leader, right? So you do 12 recruits, and let's say you only do 9,000 in personal premium. Okay, so or 9,000 in premium. Okay, and you're the only licensed person on your team because no one else on your team is licensed. It's only been 30 days. Now they're working at it, but they're setting up appointments. So now you have $9,000 in premium. Check this out. This is where this business gets really fun because you all of a sudden trip over making money, Jaron. You didn't even know it, right? You got $9,000 in your business at a 60% contract times 0.6 is $5,400 that you make in month number 2. You almost 10x your income in month 2 based on what you do in month number 1. Doing the same work, just setting appointments, right? Just doing what you need to do, just getting in the field. Because listen, you're going to have to set appointments one way or another if you want to be successful in Primerica. I'm sorry if I'm breaking your bubble right now, but you will have to set appointments. You cannot avoid this. Okay, so at some point in time, you're going to have to get off your butt and set a couple appointments. Now, some of you are studs with appointment setting. Some of you are future appointment setting studs, right? You just don't know it yet. You're practicing, right? You're listening to the audio over and over and over again, and you can do it. But listen, all you got to do is pick up that phone, right? And it's hard sometimes. Let's be real. Like getting over that fear of picking up the phone. Like I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that that's easy for everybody. Right? Because if you come in here and all you've ever done is stand behind a register and people come to you and all you gotta do is swipe stuff, right? And you swipe it through, you put it in the bag, right? Or you wait tables and you don't ever have to make calls. You don't have to, Megan, you don't ever have to go find your sales, right? If your sales always come to you, even if you're in a commission-based job, if your sales always come to you and you don't have to go find them, that's a difficult skill to learn, but you can learn it. Sorry, that's not a difficult skill. That's an easy skill to learn. The overcoming objections and stuff like that on the kitchen table appointments is where it takes a lot of practice, right? But here's the thing, practice makes you better. And getting better increases your compensation. Right? One thing I promise myself I will never do is lie to you about like, oh, this is so easy and it's the easiest business ever, but it is the simplest business ever. I promise you. Right? It's hard because we make it hard, but it's very, very simple. Right? Primerica is incredibly, incredibly simple to set appointments, to get on appointments, and to run appointments. That's all we got to do. And if we set 3 appointments a day and we run half and we close half, just about let's say every 4 days, you're running 12 appointments. You're sitting on, or you're setting 12, you're sitting on 6, and you're closing 3. So every week you're either recruiting 2 and getting a life app, or you're getting 2 life apps and recruiting 1. And so your business is going to continue to grow. And then all of a sudden you're 5 by 5, 10 by 10, and you start to get some momentum. It's so simple. It's like, it's scary to think about how many people almost miss it, right? Because they're too scared to pick up the phone, or they're too scared to get after it. They're too scared to call their RVP and ask for help. And guys, I'm not by any means trying to beat you up if that's you. If you're like, man, Dan, I'm freaking out right now. Like I'm new. I don't know how to make a phone call. Listen, I was there when I had my gym. I came into Primerica and I had already cut my teeth somewhere else. Okay, you're going to have to go through the process of getting comfortable on the phone. You're going to have to. But like Jarrell just said, we're here to help you. Right? Like your coaches want you to win. Did you know that your regional vice president, there's a direct correlation between your regional vice president getting paid and you getting paid. Every time you get paid, so do they. So do you think they want you to make more money or less money? Put it in the Zoom chat. If your regional vice president gets paid every time that you get paid, do they want you to make more or less money? More money. Then why are you not calling them every day? Right? Because I promise you, your boss doesn't give a rip if you show up or not. Why? Because you're replaceable. Right? Because your hours are going to get cut. Because they can fire you and hire somebody else for half the price because of seniority, right? You've been there for too long. Right? These are real problems that people run into. Guys, getting off to a fast start is the #1 precursor, not a precursor. It is the #1 leading precursor to you getting a regional vice president. Guys, you gotta get off to a fast start. And I said this on Sunday, and I'll close with this. If you are on this call and you did not get off to a fast start, guys, listen, make today day 0 and make tomorrow day 1 and start over. And make it be a fresh start, a clean slate. Go get yourself 5 by 5 this month and show yourself, hey, I can do this, right? I can do this. Everybody's 5 by 5 this month, personal. 5 recruits and 5,000 in sales. Y'all can do it. I love you guys. I love this team. We're going to blow this thing up. It's going to be amazing. I'm excited to turn it over to future, very soon to be $200,000 earner, and just a great person, an amazing regional vice president. And she's going to do recognition. So guys, give it up in the chat for my friend, Jackie Potter.
Thanks, Dan. What an incredible talk, man. That just fired me up, you guys. And that leads us into celebrating each and every one of you that are taking action on what Dan went over with you guys too. So it's time to recognize some of y'all. Okay, this is a perfect song to start us off too, you guys. But hey, I'm excited to recognize all you rock stars. So guys, this is how we do recognition. We celebrate everyone. And then guys, when number one comes up, we go, there's only number one, right? So drop some fire, blow this up, you guys, because those you celebrate, they will celebrate you. So here is the personal recruits, you guys, for the month already. We have number one in personal recruits, you guys, Cassie Rigney, Sarah Brownfield, you heard from her earlier, Dawn and Kurt Versler, Mia Baker, Dan and Taylor Romai, and Megan Hovermail starting us off strong. Way to go, you guys. And that is number one. But guys, listen, we got personal premium for the month already of October. So we got number 4, Jarrell and I with 521. We got number 3, Jerome and Melody Cooper with 798. We got number 2, Dan and Taylor Romai. But guys, there's only one number one, and that is your girl Sharita Mayberry with 1,500 personal premium. You guys, way to go, Sharita. Whoop whoop. Number 1 certified hustler. We got personal securities. This is where you help people invest their money, you guys. So we got number 5, Jerome and Mel Cooper, 860. We got number 4, Jeff and Michelle Miller with 1,200. We got number 3, Dan and Taylor Romai with 2,400. We got number 2, Nate and Melanie Braley with 3,400. But guys, there's only one number one. And who do you think that is? The amazing Boxies, Minesh and Kim with 3,500. Way to go and way to lead from the front, Minesh and Kim, you guys. Let's get it. But hey, guys, this is Team Recruits below Regional Vice President. We got number 5, and we got quite a bit at number 5. Supreme Smith, Sarah Burrick, Dawn Fersler, Catherine Black, Naya Barron, Brittany Alvarado, Ashley Torres, Sierra Platt, and Mia Baker, you guys. We got number 2, Sarah Brownfield, you heard from her earlier, and Kristen Askins, Megan Hovermail, Dawn Fersler, Mia Baker, and Leah, you heard from her earlier with 1 team recruit for the month. But guys, there's only one. Number 1, Kia and Mama Fry. Okay. And Shayla Brown with 2 team recruits for the month. Congratulations, ladies. Wow. Women in Primerica dominating the leaderboards. Guys, this is team recruits above regional vice president. We got number 3, Team Redemption with 1 team recruit. We got number 2, Team Phoenix with 2 recruits for the month. I see you guys moving. And guys, there's only one. Number 1, and that's the Fearless Hustlers with 3 team recruits already for the month. Give your guys selves a pat on the back. Congratulations, team. Guys, there's Team Premium below Regional Vice President. Oh, man, look at Sharita Mayberry out here crushing it with number 1. You heard from her earlier, you guys. 1,500 Team Premium. Wow, kicking it off strong, Sharita. Let's get it, girl. Congratulations. We got Team Premium, Regional Vice President, and above, you guys. We got number 3, Team Grind with 797. We got number 2, Team Redemption, 895. But guys, there's only one number 1 on the leaderboards. That is Fearless Hustlers with 2021 in Team Premium. Congratulations to all of you guys on the leaderboards. And guys, here is promotions and licenses in motion, you guys. This is those of you that are getting those powerful licenses. We got Hayden here, you guys, recently passed out of the state of Ohio. Congratulations, man. So proud of you. And I'm excited for you to use that license. And we got your girl, Sierra Wagaman out of West Virginia. You guys passed on her first try. Congratulations, sister. Drop some fire in the chat with the amazing Sierra. We are so proud of you, girl. And wait to keep getting after it and getting the job done. Alrighty. And let's see. Guys, we got Stud Trophy of the Week, you guys. This is a powerful trophy because, guys, this recognizes who is getting after it, who is showing up on the leaderboards personally, and is really taking things to the next level within their business as well, too, you guys. So we're going to bring up last week's winner, you guys. That was Kim and Manesh Boxy. You saw them earlier, number 1 in securities. We got Stud Trophy, 3rd place, Jerome and Melody Cooper. Let's get it, you guys. Sharita, let's go, girl. 2nd place, Sharita Mayberry for Stud Trophy. But girl, poke, somebody got 1st place. Who is 1st place for Stud Trophy of the week, guys? There's only one, number 1. And who is it? Not other than you just heard from him, Shannon Taylor Romine, Stud Trophy winner of the week. Congratulations to all of you guys. And hey, if you didn't see your name on the leaderboards this week, this is a little poke for you to go put your name on there. And I cannot wait to celebrate and see you guys next week. So I get to introduce our closing speaker, you guys, the leader of Fearless Hustlers, out here making some things happen. I'm actually really proud of this guy because, guys, he went live for the first time ever on social media. So please drop some fire in the chat for Coach Terrell, y'all. That's a huge dang deal. I'm so proud of him out here making things happen, but leading from the front. And I'm really excited for him to close out and teaching you how to take some things action within your business tonight. So here to be soon $200,000 a year earner, the incredible, the amazing Jarrell Borden. Take it away.
Thanks, Shane. Listen, y'all, it wasn't the first time ever. It was just the first time in a long time, right? So y'all were like, hey, he's never went live. But listen, Jerome, it's crazy because I'll share this with you, right? And so, coming from that big event, it was just a blessing, right? It was an incredible event. And just hearing from different speakers and, you take a lot of notes, right? And then you apply what you think will work for your business. And so one of the things that I've heard, and I've heard it a lot of times, guys, like I've heard it over and over, Jarrell, go live, Jarrell, go live. And for whatever my reasons was, it was an excuse, right? And I just didn't do it, but I made a commitment. I'm like, hey, if we're going to do this together, I'm like, I'm not going to ask my team to do something that I'm not willing to do. And guess what, Dan, 3 days in a row, I've been going live on TikTok and it's been working, right? And I'm really excited for what's to come. And like Jerome, like you said, it's 4th quarter, y'all, right? It's 4th quarter and the time is now, right? The time is now. And I'm just really excited to just deliver to you guys tonight. But before we do so, do me a favor, show some love in the chat for all the speakers tonight. Show some love for everybody that got recognized. And like Jackie mentioned, if you didn't get recognized, guess what? There's still time. Take screenshots. What I would really encourage you guys to do, Chris, is take screenshots of the leaders boards and see who you're going to hit next, right? And like put a target on their back and say, hey, you know what? Jerome was number 1. I'm going to go chase him down this week and go beat him. And I'm telling you, if you do that, you'll have fun doing it because it's friendly competition. And then I would just call Jerome like you guys are going to get to see him in Florida. Him and Dan play one-on-one. Let's see who's a better basketball player. Whoever you guys think is the better basketball player, do me a favor, put in the chat, right? Put in the chat. I like to know your thoughts. We like to do a poll and see who's like when this talk is over, Jerome. We'll see who they say if it's going to be you or Dan, right? And so awesome. But guys, listen, I get to talk to you guys tonight about a call to action. And Jerome, it's great that you gave me this topic because I think what better time than now to really talk about what I'm going to talk about tonight. And when you really think about it, everywhere you look, Kristen, families are struggling, right? They're stressed out. I mean, they're working harder than ever before just to keep things afloat, and they're still falling behind, right? And so, look, let me share my screen as I'm talking. Like, I'll be like a Dan. I'll talk to you guys without sharing my screen, right? But families are falling behind. Marriages are under pressure. Right, parents are exhausted. I don't know about you guys. I mean, we chase a 2-year-old around all the time, Jerome. So I just know we're tired from that. But people are fed up, right? They really are. People are fed up, and we have a mission here. We have an obligation. I think we have a job to really change that narrative, right? And so I'm going to sound the alarm, Sharita, and I'm going to give you guys the call to action tonight, right? And so the biggest thing is I want you guys to understand the financial crisis that's happening right now in the world. 70% of Americans, Dan, are living paycheck to paycheck. Really think about that. For every 7 out of 10 households, Jerome, they're struggling, right? They're waiting for their next paycheck. And so when people ask me, is there a need for what we do? Absolutely. 70% of people are paycheck to paycheck. There is a massive, massive need for what we do. 60% of marriages list money as their number 1 stress. You heard me earlier, right? Say, families are working harder than ever before, and they're still falling behind. I mean, people are picking up 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th jobs, killing themselves just to try to make ends meet, and they're still not keeping their head above water, right? Parents are exhausted. You heard me say that earlier. I mean, you see parents are exhausted, but here's what's more important, Shrita. Your kids are watching. Or maybe you don't have kids. Your nieces and nephews are watching, right? Or maybe your peers are watching, right? And so really think about that. And when you think about the crusade and what we do for families, It's more than us making a paycheck, y'all. It's more than making a paycheck. The beautiful thing is the company pays us really well, Dan, when we help go out and help families and do the right things and do it with some integrity, right? They pay us really well for doing so, you know. And I want to shout out Sharita. I mean, girl, second place. I mean, maybe next week we'll get first place and stud trophy. We'll see. But you know what's beautiful is that, you know, Sharita's been with us for quite some time now. And I was telling her last night, Dan, I'm like, Sharita, what's the most money you made in a month? And she told me that number, y'all. I'm just going to share it publicly with you guys, right? It was $1,502. John, you know, last night and tonight, just based off a couple of clients she just helped, she's about to make $1,000, right? And we still got some weeks left in this month, right? Give her some love in the chat, y'all. But that's the times that we're in. But guess what? Sharita understands the crusade, and she's like, hey, I'm just going to get out there and just help some people. And she's picking up the phone and getting uncomfortable and doing things that she hasn't done before, but it's working, right? You're going to see her have the greatest month ever. You're going to see her have the greatest cash flow month ever. You're just going to see her team rock. I mean, it's just going to, I'm telling y'all, we just getting started, right? And so people don't need another job, Jerome. They need hope. Right, just think about it. Like I was talking about this in my live earlier, y'all. Like, and let me keep checking my time so I don't go over. But it's crazy because, you know, people are working 50, 60, 70 hours a week. And then when they get home, they're thinking about doing an Instacart or a Shipt. And I'm not knocking those opportunities like Uber, Lyft. Like it's a great opportunity for people to make more money. But how many hours do they have to work, Dan, just to make a couple of dollars? Right? Like they probably got to do about 1,000 car rides just to make $200-300. Where here, Dan just showed you guys in that fast start. Even if you just got licensed, like hear me out real quick. Like Dan, like if you just got licensed and you help, in that example, he showed you 5 families and it was like what, $1,250, right? And so do the math, take that. That's 5 families, was 5 hours. I mean, that's probably what, $250, $300 an hour, right? That's the power of getting a financial license, y'all. That's the power of what we do. Like you can literally go help somebody, and maybe Jackie, you don't want to do this full time, and that's okay. But you want to help yourself. You want to put some money in your pocket so you're not paycheck to paycheck. Well, guess what? You get the financial license. You help one family a month around within that hour based off your contract. Maybe you make $300 to $500. That's a huge deal, y'all. Right? Do you understand the power of the license? Right? And that's what we do for people. And so we serve, right? And I love this because we do serve. If you have a servant's heart, this is great for you, right? Because we help people in a lot of different ways, guys. We help people eliminate debt, right? A lot of people don't know how to get out of debt. A lot of people are taught debt shotgun, and learn the concepts of what we do for people and put them in a better position. We protect income, right? I don't know about y'all, but I'm just tired of seeing it GoFundMe, Sharita, right? And so it's time to get out there and really change that narrative for people and really put them in a better position. Because what I do know is funeral costs are not going backwards, they're going up, right? We secure legacies. Did you guys know that when you earn $50,000 in this business, you have partial ownership? Did you guys know that? And so when God forbid happen, when you pass away, they're going to pay off your code for a period of time. You should look up the compensation, right? And know that stuff, right? Because like when you get to 50,000, you have ownership. There is a tenure that's involved, but we secure legacies for families to come, right? We bring peace to chaos. Would you guys agree the world's chaotic right now? Right? But you get to give a sense of hope and a sense of comfort to families each and every day. We're the difference makers, Coop, right? We show families a better way. We create freedom through education. And that's the biggest thing. We're not here to sell you anything that you don't want or need. We're here to educate you. We build leaders who build communities. When Jerome started, like he mentioned, hey, he was great at sports. He probably had no idea that he was going to be selling life insurance for the rest of his life. He had no idea he was going to be a business owner and financial services. But here we are. Jerome saw an opportunity for him to learn something, get a skill set, and now he's been able to replace all his jobs and take care of his family, right? That's a difference maker in his community, and his boys and everybody for generations to come is going to be blessed, right? And so there's never been a bigger opportunity, Dan, to lead and make an impact. You got to treat this business like it's your Super Bowl. Like this fourth quarter, this is your Super Bowl. This is the championship. And when you play a championship, you give it your all. And I just want to encourage you guys tonight to give it your all for this fourth quarter, right? I mean, the company's putting incentives out there. I mean, there's so many different incentives out there. It's just stupid, right? Or maybe you're that person, Sharita, that you like to have fun, right? You're full of purpose, and whatever that is, maybe you like to travel. I mean, Sierra talked about the trip, adding 100 new slots. I mean, if you like to travel, guess what? We get to do this as well. We get to travel, we get to grow, we get to win together. I mean, we had an amazing time at Top Golf with some of the leaders this past weekend, and we just had a lot of fun. But guess what? You get to do this in this business where you can just have fun. You can work towards these different things that the company gives you, right? And or you just really like helping people. Maybe you just want to give back to the communities. Maybe you want to volunteer. Well, guess what? Go volunteer some financial literacy to families. It doesn't cost us anything to share, right? It doesn't cost us anything to open up our mouths and go help families. Every policy, Dan, every appointment, every conversation is a family sleeping better tonight, giving a family peace of mind. I mean, just think about that family right now that's maybe has a job, been working there 20, 30 years and has no 401k. Think about what it's going to look like when they retire. Are they going to be able to retire, or are they have to go get another job and be a greeter at like Costco or Walmart? And that's no disrespect to the greeters there, but that's just the reality. That's the facts, right? You see that over and over. And so go make a difference. Go help some families, right? Our systems work. The numbers don't lie, right? I'm telling you guys, you can't beat the numbers. The numbers can't beat you, right? The numbers can't beat you. We have a proven plan that's helping thousands of families. I mean, look, you got Regional Vice President Dan, you got Regional Vice President Cass, you got Regional Vice President Jay Mills, right? Jeff Miller, you got Regional Vice President Jerome, right? You got Regional Vice President Nate and Mel, Regional Vice President Kim. Like, they all follow the same system. And so the system works, right? So if you follow the system and just keep to the plan and just be willing to grow your mindset and your thinking, everything else will change for you. But you have to be willing to be open-minded and be willing to grow and change your thinking. I mean, Jerome, you talked about that too. Like, I wrote everything down that you guys were saying. But listen, guys, the time is now, right? Families can't wait for you to think about if you want to help them or not. Like, there's no one else out there helping families. I mean, it's crazy, Jerome, because at the event, they talked about Merrill Lynch. Did you guys know in order for a family to get help with their finances now in Merrill Lynch, Sharita, they got to have 500,000, not dollars, 1,000 money for them to even give them a shot. We do it when your bank account's negative, right? Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all think about that. Like, we give people a chance to change things, right? And so every day we delay is another family unprotected. We have the solution. I mean, Jerome, you talked about being a problem solver, right? And that's it. We're just solving people's problems, most pressing problems, which is what, y'all? Their finances. And so I just want to kind of go over this real quick, but look at this, y'all. Take a screenshot. If you were not here last year in October, all you got to do is $5,000 in personal premium, and the company's going to pay you a bonus, right? And that's in personal. That's all you got to do. If you were here last year, you just got to grow your base shop from last year October to this year. So if you did 1,000 last year, well, guess what? You just got to grow it. You got to go beat 1,000, because once you beat 1,000, you grew your organization. And right, and so they're just literally giving you money, Dan. They've never done this before, and so take advantage of that. There's no cap. I don't know about y'all, but that gets me excited, right? That gets me excited because we get to help people. And then this is for regional vice presidents, right? Your goal at a minimum should be 15,000 this month. If you did 15,000 last year around this time, well, guess what? You got to beat that number. You got to grow it, right? And so this is great, a phenomenal opportunity. But imagine what happens when we all move. Right, we're all on this call tonight. You all invested time to be with us tonight. We're grateful and appreciative of all your time. We never take that stuff for granted, guys. But now it's our time to take action and move. Because when we move, Dan, families win. When families win, communities change. When communities change, the world changes. When the world changes, life is great. Right, and so think about that, y'all. Like, I'm telling you, like, we have a big impact. We have a big mission to really to change some things. And so if it's not us, then who? Because guess what, Sharita? If you don't make that phone call, someone else may not make that phone call. That's another widow with no life insurance. That's another family that can't retire and they got to continue to work, but they're exhausted. Health is killing them, right? If not now, when? There's no better time than now to take advantage of this opportunity. I mean, with all the bonuses that you guys just see, I mean, it's not just life insurance. I mean, PLPP, home security, auto insurance, like, whatever we do, you getting paid a bonus. And so take advantage of that, because it may not be here again. This is the first time they've done that on all the things, right? And so this is our moment, y'all. This is our moment. I want to challenge you guys to lead with courage, conviction, and heart, and stop being silent. It's time to speak up, because I promise you, it's going to be so worth it. I promise you, all the people that told you no, or all the people that didn't support you, Sharita, they'll be the same ones knocking at your door like, I knew you could do it. Like, I'm a living witness of that. Like, the same people that told me I couldn't do this, Scoop, they're the same ones, I knew you could do it, right? It's just a defense mechanism. They're just trying to protect you. But just go show them what's possible and what you can do, and start changing the narrative of how people think about you and how people think about business. They're just waiting for you to go win. And Jackie, when you go win, it's going to excite them, because, like, man, I knew she can do it. And you're going to be able to bless so many people, right? You're going to be able to bless so many people. And so here's my call of action, guys. Like I mentioned earlier, it's not just about making money, but it's to make meaning. It's not just to build a business, but it's to build a legacy. And there are so many people right now that are struggling financially. And, you know, Coop, I always tell people that's nothing to be excited about. But you know what I'm excited about is that we are the change. We get to change that narrative for people. We get to give people, Megan, a sense of hope. We get to give people a sense of comfort. You know what, Sarah? They're going to look back at these times when inflation was up, it was tough, and they're going to be like, you know what? Thank God Sarah thought enough about me, because for the first time in my life, I can retire with some dignity. For the first time in my life, I can actually go on a vacation. For the first time in my life, I can tell my child yes and not no. For the first time in my life, I don't have to look at the prices or the price tags when I go shopping, right? Just think about how impactful you can be for these families out here. But it starts with you, and it starts tonight, right? I want to challenge you guys to make a list tonight, make your hit list, Dan, of who you're going to reach out to this weekend and take action, because at minimum, your goal should be $5,000 in personal premium. Why? They're just giving you money, and I want y'all to get paid, y'all. I'm just being real. I want you to make money, right? And then two, when you think about it, it's October, you got Thanksgiving, and then you got that one big holiday that we're all stressing about, Christmas. And so why not start today? Take action. If you're not licensed, get the license, take advantage of the bonuses, and set yourself up for success to where you have a green Christmas and you're not going into debt, right? Don't go in debt buying toys and all these different things. It's going to stress you the hell out, right? Have a different conversation with your people. It's not all about the gifts, y'all, but guess what? Go out and make some money so that way you have a position to where you can do whatever you want. And so I trust this brought some value tonight. That's my time. Let's have an incredible weekend. Let's go crush this October. Let's take advantage of these bonuses, and we will see you guys next week.